Hello there and welcome to Eye on Port. It is proudly brought to you by Ghana Community Network Services, GCNet, Ghana Oil Company Limited, GOIL, as well as West Blue Consulting. And the proud media partner for this program is the Business and Financial Times. And people, this week we are still talking about West Blue. We talked about they being taking over and the company that took over West Blue. We also talked about what the stakeholders think about their assessment, their performance since they came into the port business 2 years ago. Now we want to look at exactly what are some of the initiatives West Blue was able to put in place ever since they took over the work of the DICs, the destination inspection companies, exactly 2 years ago. That was 1st September in 2015. That's when they took over from the DICs, the job of valuation, classification, and risk management. So 2 years on, what were some of the specific initiatives they were able to put together? Take a listen.
West Blue Consulting, who until their recent acquisition by Customs World, were the technical support providers of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, has made some significant impact in Ghana's maritime trade since its first entrance into the trade on 1st September 2015 amidst fiery controversy. West Blue Consulting successfully developed and implemented the Pre-Arrival Assessment Reporting System, PASS, from 2015 through 2016. The PASS was a modernized system developed by the Customs Division of GRA as part of the implementation of the Ghana National Single Window Project to enhance revenue mobilization, improve border security and customs clearance, overcome duplication across regulatory agencies, and promote trade facilitation.
The PASS, or the Pre-Arrival Assessment Reporting System, introduced as a new tool for valuation, classification, and risk management with assistance from our technical partners, West Blue Consulting, provides for processing declarations even before the arrival of goods, saving time and resources for the importer.
With introduction of the PASS, traders were able to assess customs classification and valuation reports, CCVR, within 48 hours, in some cases within an hour, a development some stakeholders describe as substantial improvements from the previous situation whereby it used to take traders between 7 to 14 days to get their FCVR. The system has brought some efficiency at the ports, reduced time, reduced corruption and cost of doing business. Additionally, West Blue Consulting launched an e-zone at the Swiss Ports, Ghana Union of Traders Association office and TEMA long room to provide timely and credible information to traders.
The establishment of the e-zone facility at the Kotoka International Airport with the state-of-the-art facilities such as payment points, self-service terminals, regulatory agency inquiry points, multimedia trade information points, among other online portals, is yet another initiative for the improvement of service delivery.
The National Single Window journey is bringing together all parts of the global trade business that before was scattered or fragmented. Now it's harmonized. Doing business in Ghana will now be easier. The cost of doing business will be easier.
With this e-zone implementation, we would help to reduce the time spent in having our goods cleared for I think about 15%. And international, the overall reduction in the administrative time and cost trading internationally by 50% and 25% respectively.
To put another feather in the cap of West Blue Consulting, former President John Dramani Mahama launched the Ghana National Single Window Manual that will assist importers and exporters to electronically document customs processes.
The Ghana Single Window is a particularly positive development for our international trade operations and helping us to achieve our vision of a diversified economy, effective revenue collection, and deploying a transparent process to support our approach to good governance policies.
The transfer from the DICs of the core customs functions of valuation, classification, and risk management back to GRA Customs Division deserves celebration for more than one reason. In the first place, It provided opportunity for the adoption of a superior technology and approach to performance of these functions.
The shot in the arm of the single window project under your watch gives us hope and excitement that, alas, we are being given tools of comparable stature to those used anywhere in the advanced world and within a predictable environment.
West Blue Consulting, in partnership with EcoBank Ghana, also introduced the Ghana National Single Window EcoBank Cash Express Card to speed up the payments of duties and charges by exporters and importers at the port.
The e-payment platform, which is available at www.ghanatradinghub.gov.gh, is structured to deliver convenience and effective coverage of import, export and transit-related payments across the country.
The Cash Express card will bring the much anticipated convenience. It avoids you having to carry the cash from one point to another, and today you load the cash on your wallet.
The card, which is a reloaded prepaid card, offers a new, convenient and secure way to make trade payments on the Ghana National Single Window GNSW platform.
The platform is expected to reduce the time spent in particular customs-related transactions and costs, with a view to making the ports in Ghana the preferred choice as an international trade destination for exporters and importers in the West Africa sub-region.
Now we are taking trade facilitation and ease of doing business to a new level, and that is launching the Cash Express card, which for the first time will permit the payment of duties and taxes at importation online.
We relish the delivery of some amount of independence and predictability, when we will not have to suffer the trauma of having to raise the odds to be at the bank before 3:30 p.m.
Another significant achievement the company chalked was the country's historic performance on the recent World Bank's Ease of Doing rankings. Ghana had moved an impressive 13 places on the trading across borders in the latest World Bank Ease of Doing Business report. The report accredited the performance of the GNSW project initiated by the government.
400 hours and $50 per consignment reduction in the time and cost of import procedures. So if we look back, we established what those figures were, and we can see a downward improvement. This puts us as number one. This puts Ghana as number one in West Africa and top 10 in Sub-Saharan Africa in the World Bank Ease of Doing Business. And this we're very pleased with, because not only is the project or the program supporting the import, export and transit environment, but it's also changing the image of Ghana in total to show that Ghana is actually open for business and it's easy to do business compared to our West African counterparts, and also top 10 in Sub-Saharan Africa.
The Moody's rating agency moved us from B3 negative to stable, and this means that we're seeing in an encouraging light from an investment perspective. Combined with the ease of trading with Ghana, this bodes well for our future.
Well, so we continue to wish West Blue well. We thank them for supporting the program. We also appreciate their contribution in the industry, and we'll continue to wish them well however they go forward and execute their mandate wherever they will find themselves. We're also happy to learn from the customs world that almost all the staff of West Blue are still being engaged by customs world. Iron Port returns after the break.
Hello. Good morning. This is Samantha Wendy. I am sending a purchase order from SA2 Ventures International. Our policy for new supplies is 2 containers to start with, but you must deliver within 30 days.
Don't worry at all. I'm going to get you the 4 containers within 30 days or less. Bye.
To get his pineapple slices from his country to his clients overseas, Mr. Appiah and his representatives have to complete a number of regulatory compliance procedures to various international trade stakeholders.
Hey, Mama, what's going on? Get it right? I mean, how?
single window, Mr. Appiah has completed all his international trade procedures through one portal. He has registered his company information, applied for the necessary permit, certificates and licenses, and all that remains is for him to get a text alert for clearance and movement of goods. And that's how simple facilitating international trade could be in a single window environment. You can offer competitive services to your trading partners in China, America, even here in a simpler, faster, and cost-effective way. Single window. The only way to Ghana's economic growth is in our hands.
When cleaning your vehicle by valeting, steaming, waxing, or polishing, make sure the engine is also sound. Servicing your vehicle with Gold Synthetic Oil and any quality Gold Oil massages the engine, removes deposit, protects it from wear and tear for longer lasting performance, and makes your vehicle feel pampered. Made for diesel and super engines. Remember, after every 15,000 kilometers of enjoying your ride, service your engine with Gold Synthetic Oil.
We're a champion. That's why I, Azuma Nelson, 3 times world boxing champion and a patriot, always choose Goil.
Ashene Pankasa. Goil, good energy.
This is the official paperless process flow of Ghana's ports effective September 1st, 2017, under the auspices of the Presidency of the Republic of Ghana, in collaboration with stakeholder ministries, departments and agencies, service providers and private sector. 1. Trader registers his business and/or product with regulatory agencies online on the Ghana Trading Hub portal in compliance with existing rules and regulations. 2. Trader obtains UCR online on the EMDA platform. 3. Trader fills and submits import declaration form IDF online. IDF fee is paid electronically via Ghana's Trading Hub portal using mobile money, card, Visa or Ghana Link, online banking or in-branch. 4. Trader obtains required import licenses, permits and certificates pre-arrival of goods. Tariff manager determines controlling agencies based on mapped and agreed HS codes. Fees and charges may be paid using existing modes of payment or electronically via Ghana's Trading Hub portal using mobile money, card, that's Visa or Ghana Link, online banking or in-branch. 5. Risk clearance system determines selectivity of transactions. Compliant transactions, that's green, are granted automatic customs release without scanning or physical examination. Non-compliant transactions are subjected to scanning and joint inspection if anomalies are found. 6. Airlines and shipping lines or their authorized third-party representatives submit manifest electronically pre-arrival of goods in accordance with existing rules and regulations. Manifest is shared real-time with GPHA and all necessary systems or agencies. Amendment process is carried out online. Manifest is reconciled with the CCVR declaration for anomalies. Penalties may be paid using existing modes of payment or electronically via Ghana's Trading Hub portal using mobile money, card, that's Visa, MasterCard or Ghana Link, online banking or in-branch. 7. Trader applies for CCVR online with electronic signature. Licenses, permits and certificates of regulatory agencies is mandatory for CCVR. 8. Customs Classification and Valuation Report (CCVR) is issued electronically and transmitted seamlessly to all relevant agencies or systems. 9. Trader submits bill of entry online after transmission of CCVR. Where goods are declared for bonded warehouse, the application will be made online via the bonded warehouse module, complemented by an inventory and bond management system on gigs. Duties and fees may be paid using existing modes of payment or electronically via Ghana's Trading Hub portal using mobile money, card, that's Visa or Ghana Link, online banking or in-branch. 10. GRA Customs releases consignment online on Ghana Custom Management System GCMS. 11. Importer or agent submits a request electronically through gigs to the shipping lines for delivery of the consignment with the original electronic bill of lading. Importer presents the bill of lading to the shipping line to confirm title of goods that's legally required to be paper. 12. Shipping line issues an invoice to the customer for payment. That's invoices cover freight, container deposit, demurrage and administrative charges as necessary.
delivery. 13. Agent pays invoice value. Fees and charges may be paid using existing modes of payment or electronically via Ghana's Trading Hub portal using mobile money or card, that's Visa, MasterCard or Ghana Link, online banking or in-branch. 14. After payment to shipping line's account on the gigs, the shipping line issues a delivery order to the terminal and the consignees. 15. Importer makes a request through gigs to GPHA, terminal or ICD to take delivery of the consignment. 16. GPHA or terminal or ICD assesses line release status and ability to provide service by required date, and through gigs, GPHA or terminal or ICD generates an invoice. 17. Importer or agent will make payment online or in branch. Receiving banking will send the electronic payment receipt to GPHA or terminal or ICD. 18. GPHA or terminal or ICD receives the payment. For compliant transactions, the container is positioned for delivery and an SMS or email is sent to the importer or agent for pickup. Otherwise, A. Goods of non-compliant transactions are scanned. If no anomaly is found, the goods are released. Otherwise, the goods are subjected to joint inspection on the GEMIS platform. B. Consignment is jointly inspected by all required agencies based on mapped HS codes, aided by mobile device for field officers. C. If testing is required, testing will be conducted by a nominated testing agency based on agency-agreed SLAs on behalf of all, with results shared electronically. D. If anomalies found, compliance directives are issued. E. Consignment is seized whenever compliance directives are not adhered to. 19. GPHA or terminal or ICD issues a delivery allow and an electronic notification is sent to importer or agent through gigs. 20. GPHA or terminal or ICD generates e-way bill, sends copy to accompany cargo and gate out at exit gate. Notes: movement of cargo to ICD. Shipping lines prepares and submits ICL to GPHA for approval. Shipping lines creates cargo CMR on GIGS platform. Customs validate CMR after acceptance by ICDIN. Case supplementary ICL is required to be treated. The same process of submission and approval is followed as in the main. Import containers are loaded on ICD trucks from MPS or Terminal 1 en route to ICD through Western Gate. Customs and GPHA security at Western Gate confirms the status of containers being transferred on gigs and validates same with track and driver ID. ICD receives containers into stack and upload status on GCNet platform. Car terminal. Ramp tallies and barcodes are generated from the key with handheld devices. VCR generated electronically. ETT generated electronically. Vehicles are scanned via barcode into SCTL terminal. Electronic manifest is downloaded from gigs into SCTL system for clearance of vehicles. This is the official paperless process flow of Ghana's ports effective September 1st, 2017, under the auspices of the Presidency of the Republic of Ghana, in collaboration with stakeholder ministries, departments and agencies, service providers and private sector. Paperless ports, the sure way of Ghana's economic growth.
Welcome back from the break, and next up, news and activities happening in and around the ports and maritime trade.
The Ghana Shippers Authority, in collaboration with stakeholders in the Paperless Port project at Ghana's ports like the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Customs Division of GRA and other service providers, have embarked on a sensitization program for stakeholders in SUAME magazine on the seaport clearance processes. At the forum, stakeholders, predominantly spare paddlers, were given a detailed account of the paperless process since its commencement on 1st September, its achievements and challenges. Most importantly, they were educated on the changes made to clearance processes at the ports and how they had to adjust their methods to ensure higher efficiency in their best interest. Principal Marketing and Public Officer of GPHA, Nanesi Sodebeg, stated that the paperless process has lessened the burden on importers and their agents in clearing of their goods.
The impact is that it has speeded up the time of clearance. So far as the importers have their documentation and everything correctly given to their agents, it has made it quicker. It has taken out the leg time and as well as the transport cost of having to move to and from Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority. That is all removed. So less cost, quicker.
Judge Bafo of the Ghana Shippers Authority said the forum is geared towards empowering importers in the hinterlands so they don't concede to unnecessary harassment that would hamper the importation of their goods after clearance at the ports. He said the Ghana Shippers Authority will continue to sensitize importers so as to resolve the challenges they go through in the course of transacting their businesses.
A lot of the challenges, we are fine-tuning the system as the time rolls on. So the system has come to stay and we should all support it so that Ghana will not be left behind. Other countries like Benin have already been doing paperless. So this is the ideal time for us to embrace it and make sure the system works.
At the forum, some stakeholders interacted with the officers about some of the concerns as well as suggestions with the aim of facilitating their businesses in the light of the paperless system. The $1.5 billion TEMA port expansion project is progressing steadily with the construction of 1.8 km of breakwater. What is considered to be arguably one of the largest dredger in the world has been deployed to work at the expansion site to dredge the quay wall.
Tosho dredger, which is the biggest grab dredger in the world, 250 cubic meters for each grab of his bucket. We've got roughly 7 million cubic meters of dredging to do. And you can see behind the Tosho dredger the breakwater that we've already constructed. We've currently built 1.8 kilometers of breakwater, and we have to build a total of 3.55 kilometers of breakwater.
The setting up of a factory plant for the concrete wall of the quay is also underway. Additionally, about 70 out of 168 acres of land has been reclaimed from the sea for the construction of terminals.
127 acres of land for the terminal itself, and the total yard itself 166.6 hectares reclaimed land, and so far we've done about half of that. Basically, if you can see in the horizon, that line, that's the line of phase 1 where the sand ends. So basically we are just about on the border of completing phase 1.
The Chief Executive Officer of Meridian Port Services, Mohammed Samara, said the project is on schedule.
December 18 we will receive only one berth where we can land the cranes on it, rig it and commission it. Then in June 2019, 6 months later, we will open for operation on 2 berths.
The expansion works, which began in October 2016, is expected to be completed and opened up for operations by the 4th quarter of 2019. When completed, the project will expand the capacity of the port to handle up to 3.5 million TEUs. Management of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority has held International Standardization Organization Review meeting in accordance with their commitment to remain conformed to international safety standards set by ISO. The ISO ensures that all corporate entities that deal with issues sensitive to safety comply with their protocols to attain quality standards and an eco-friendly environment. Ghana Ports, being a highly safety-sensitive entity in the maritime industry, is obliged to maintain a high standard of safety regulations and protocol.
As GPHA has decided to be ISO certified, we have to make a lot of sacrifices. And the audit findings for the various departments brought up some issues that need to be discussed and resolved. With all of us being committed to the process, we'll be able to go through, and at the end of the day, GPHA will be better off.
It will be recalled that early this year, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, GPHA, was awarded ISO 14001-2015 Environmental Management System, ISO 9001-2015 Quality Management System, and OHSAS 18001-2007 Occupational Health and Safety System, forming the integrated management system with the assurance to transform its services for an increased performance. GPHA successfully sailed through the certification audits by its certification body, SGS Ghana, and thus joined a growing list of organizations in the country working in conformity to the revised versions of the environmental management system and quality management. The management review meeting was therefore purposed to review GPHA's safety objectives and findings from an internal audit team which posed challenges to the objectives.
This is to continually improve the standards that GPHA is certified to. We believe that going forward, our staff, all employees of the organization GPHA, and our contractors, our stakeholders, who own this system and make sure they work naturally without any hindrance.
Corporate Monitoring Manager of the Ports Authority and ISO Coordinator Governor Mavi said GPHA will continue to improve its standards of operations in order to keep its International Standards Organization certification. Ghana Oil Company Limited, GOIL, the leading oil marketing company in Ghana and so far the only oil company that supplies marine gas at the ports of Ghana, has acknowledged the contribution of its dealers, supervisors and attendants to the growth of the company in 2016 at an impressive awards ceremony in Ghana. The group CEO and Managing Director of GOIL, Patrick Akoli, once again seized the opportunity to remind the business community that Ghanaian companies have enough capabilities, experience and technical know-how to retail petroleum products in the country, hence must be made to play a lead role in controlling the downstream industry.
Some of our competitors are vertically integrated as oil traders and are giving us very stiff opposition and competition. We have the financial muscle to control the market. Let me use this opportunity therefore to appeal to the government to quickly pass the local content law to strengthen local businesses.
He decreed the influx of illegal products as having negative impacts on the viability of many oil marketing companies and denying governments of desired revenue.
The illegal activities of the perpetrators are three-pronged. First, there are those whose products get certified to be exported, but clandestinely return and dump the products cheaply on the local market, denying the state of much needed revenue. The second category of these illegal transactions involve the illegal importation of oil products which are not captured for duties and levies. The state thus loses huge revenues. The third practice, sabotaging the sector, is the prayer where subsidized diesel meant for fishing vessels find their way onto the retail market.
The Deputy Minister of Energy, Mohammed Amin Adam, described GOIL as the most significant stakeholder in the downstream petroleum sector in Ghana.
GOIL has achieved a lot. Today, commanding a market share of 25%. That is no mean achievement. I also know that the GOIL brand is everywhere in the country. And it's not just everywhere in terms of presence, it is everywhere in terms of the brand. You pass by GOIL office, you see the facelift, you see the quality of the structures, and then you see how businesslike and professional fuel attendants and managers of these retail stations are.
The overall best lubricants distributor went to Sitona World Class. The best LPG dealer went to Bermacamp GOIL Station. George Buedu Asonaba from the Ashanti region won the national best dealer. Winners were sponsored.
The Ghana Highway Authority wishes to inform all stakeholders that due to the poor condition of the Bupe and Yape bridges on the Kintampo-Tamale Road, the loads on these two bridges have been restricted to 20 tons with immediate effect. Vehicles weighing more than 20 tons would not be allowed to use the bridges. This is being done to avert any disaster on the bridges before rehabilitation works are carried out. The date for the full closure of the two bridges for rehabilitation will be communicated to all stakeholders and the general public in due course. The Ghana Highway Authority have, however, made provision for the underlisted alternative routes which could be used by hauliers with more than 20 tons but within the permissible axle load limits. Western Corridor, Accra, Kumasi, Techiman, Wenchi, Bamboy, Bole, Wa. Eastern Corridor, Accra, Tema, Hohoi, Jasikan, Nkwanta, Otidamanko, Bimbila, Yendi. Central Corridor, Accra, Kumasi, Mampong, Ejura, Atebubu, Jeji, Salaga, or Kintampo, Techiman, Nkransa, Ejura, Atebubu, Jeji, Salaga. Western and Central Corridor, Takrade, Takwa, Bogoso, Ayamfuri, Dunkwa, Obuasi, Kumasi, Techiman, Wenchi, Bamboy, Bole, Wa. Ghana Highway Authority requests all stakeholders to take note. Signed, Victor Owusu, Acting Chief Executive.
Hello. Good morning. This is Samantha Wendy. I am sending a purchase order from SA2 Ventures International. Our policy for new supplies is 2 containers to start with, but you must deliver within 30 days.
Don't worry at all. I'm going to get you the 4 containers within 30 days or less.
To get his pineapple slices from his country to his clients overseas, Mr. Appiah and his representatives have to complete a number of regulatory compliance procedures to various international trade stakeholders.
Hey, Baba, what's going on? Get it right? I mean, how?
Using single window, Mr. Appiah has completed all his international trade procedures through one portal. He has registered his company information, applied for the necessary permit, certificates and licenses, and all that remains is for him to get a text alert for clearance and movement of goods. And that's how simple facilitating international trade could be in a single window environment. You can offer competitive services to your trading partners in China, America, even here in a simpler, faster, and cost-effective way. Single window, the only way to Ghana's economic growth is in our hands.
When cleaning your vehicle by valeting, steaming, waxing, or polishing, make sure the engine is also sound. Servicing your vehicle with Gold synthetic oil and any quality Gold oil massages the engine, removes deposit, protects it from wear and tear for longer lasting performance, and makes your vehicle feel pampered. Made for diesel and super engines. Remember, after every 15,000 kilometers of enjoying your ride, service your engine with Gold synthetic oil.
You are a champion. That's why I, Azuma Nelson, 3 times world boxing champion and a patriot, always choose Goil.
Ashene Pankasa. Goil, good energy.
Schedules of vessels in the port, those at anchorage, those expected in the coming week, plus the Bank of Ghana exchange rate for this week are next on your screens. That's it for this week's episode of Iron Port. I hope I've been able to bring the port activities closer to you and also you closer to the port. Thanks for watching and thanks to the crew. Robert Nyantechi, God